On today's Team VOD, we're talking about Tom Hardy.
Your Tom Hardy story that we were talking about before we went on air.
Tom Hardy once told me off.
The best teen dramas on TV.
Some Return Pretty Season 3 trailer has come out, and that is my guilty pleasure.
Spring fashion, what Lou's wearing, hint, it's not florals.
Questioning over the jelly shoe trend, and wonder what you guys think.
And the weekend destination you need to know about. Right,
Yeah.
I think Scandies just do things very well.
Yeah,
Like
good ingredients on rye bread.
Yeah, rye bread.
I love a bit of rye bread. It's all in this episode, so stay tuned. Welcome to the SheerLuxe Vodcast. I'm your host, Louise Roe, and I'm joined today by the best peeps ever. SL's creative and fashion director, Hough, writer, brand consultant, and podcast host, Billie Bhatia. We are chatting, well, everything under the sun. All things new, all things hot, all things celeb goss, all things fashion, beauty, travel, and highbrow.
We're going highbrow today.
You are.
Yeah.
So get ready. All right, let's begin with outfits. Lou, what are you wearing?
I am wearing a shirt from Sassy. Jeans are Generica. Belt is Kate, and shoes are very, very old Reese.
I like the dark denim. I was just thinking I need a denim shirt. I haven't had one for a couple of
It's
years.
quite thin, which is really nice. So it's not like it's not got weight to it. But Sassy is such a good shirt brand. The chicest woman ever owns it. A French lady, and they're just really well cut, lots of different shapes, lots of different colours, lots of fabrications. It's really good.
Done.
Oh, okay.
I'm on it. Mm-hmm. What are you wearing? Polka dots,
Polka
sister.
dots, yeah,
I didn't get the memo for the polka dots.
No, but you got almost on your belt.
I love that you thought that was polka dots.
Well,
That really makes me happy.
I was making it happen.
I am wearing Rixo, and we're even matching earrings.
Oh, no.
Lou and I have got the same Missima earrings in, Lou in gold, mine in silver. I've got some cowboy boots on that I got from Nashville because I tried to make that authentic. That's literally it today.
Legit cowboy boots.
legit
Come on, let's
cowboy
have a
boots.
look. Real deal.
Mega.
Real deal. Down Broadway. Actually, it was just off Broadway.
Is Nashville amazing?
Oh, it's the greatest place in the world.
I really want to go.
I could spend 10 hours talking about it, so I'll save that for another pod episode.
Can we do a country special pod?
Yes.
Please. Yeah.
I'm wearing the same Missima matching earrings. Love that brand. Polka dot. This is, I think it's a linen blend from Cezanne, and I quite like the old square neck.
Yeah, it's so nice.
Into that. J brand jeans and Bobby's shoes. I think it's quite a small brand, Bobby's, but I really love their heels. They're very comfy.
Yeah,
So
they do
I've
great
got their
shoes.
chunky snow boots, and I always think of them as they're kind of like a winter wear brand. So I don't know if they did sandals.
See, I always think of them as a sandals brand. Thanks, Bobby's. Now you know. I love this segment, new and noteworthy, because literally you never know what you're going to get. We all get to choose. Lou, I'm going to start with you.
So I recently went to Stockholm and stayed at, I'm going to say, top 3 hotels I've ever stayed in. It's called Et Hem, and it's like a home from home. And was just the most relaxing but like luxurious, amazing stay. The interiors are by Ilse Crawford, who's the OG Soho House designer. And they've just got that like super laid back, relaxed, but like oh so luxurious down to a T. Like you walk in and they're like, can I get you like a slice of cake and a cup of tea? The restaurant and the food is incredible. And they do like a 4-course or a 7-course dinner every night. And I thought that would be like fine dining, but it's just like what the chef's kind of fancy making that day. And everyone sits around, not in a kind of community way, because like you can see them cooking, but I don't know, it's just so special and so unique. And normally when we go on a city break, I feel like you don't really spend a huge amount of time in the hotel. And if you spend a lot of money in a hotel, you're also like, oh my God, that was a waste of money because we literally just slept there. But we arrived at like 2 on the Sunday and we just stayed there all afternoon, didn't want to leave. It was just so nice. It was so nice. So I think if you're looking for a trip away with like a partner or a friend, or just like to indulge yourself, it is amazing.
I'm going to go on a limb and say, does et hem mean at home?
It does, Lou. It does.
Just saying. Swedish.
Check out your Swedish. And then, and Stockholm was, I don't know if you guys have been to Stockholm before.
I've never been, no.
Again, just like such a nice city. Like we were really lucky with the weather, and everyone that we were there said, wow, you guys have lucked out. But you can walk everywhere. It's super beautiful. The shopping was incredible. Like, literally within like a 5-meter radius was TOTEME, Malane Burger, Flattered, Stylin, Philippa K, like unbelievable.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
So good. And like nice places that we also don't have so much in the UK, so you kind of feel a bit more special. It was kind of like a Petersham Nurseries vibe. It was just amazing. Really, really recommend it.
What's the food situation like?
I won't lie, we had both meals in the hotel because it was so good. But everything we walked by looked really nice.
I feel like it's Copenhagen-y vibe,
Yeah,
right?
right.
Yeah.
I think Scandies just do things very well.
Yeah.
Like
good ingredients on rye bread.
Yeah, rye bread.
I love a bit of rye bread.
But yeah, amazing.
Awesome. I saw Beate Hoyman, the interior designer, she posted from there, and her taste is exquisite. So I always feel like now that you've also approved it,
Yeah,
I'm sold.
it's so good. And then my kind of more like lowbrow is the Some Return Pretty season 3 trailer has come out, and that is my guilty pleasure. Like, I know it is for teenagers, and I know that I'm closer to the parents' age than the kids' age, but I watched it like back to back. I think the summer I was on maternity leave. I just went back to my youth.
Wait, can you, because you are not the first grown-up who has said how amazing it is to
Well,
watch.
Billy, you
No, I'm
like it.
obsessed.
Okay, so tell me what is it in a nutshell?
I think it just takes you back to those like teenage years of just like butterflies, can't stop thinking about someone. They are your entire being. And friendships, and just how these things, like those relationships are the biggest things in your life. And I don't know, that feeling, it's like escapism.
Is it a drama? Is it like the OC, but
Yeah.
younger?
Yeah, but like not as edgy.
No, and
as
or
the
as
OC.
quite as dramatic.
No,
so
there's no
sweet.
like big like drug bust or like parents sleeping with someone from school. It's also set so beautifully. It's like gorgeous kind of Maine-esque vibe on the coast. And it's basically, it follows the protagonist of this girl called Belly, she's blossomed one summer, and her mum and this other mum, who actually the mums are kind of iconic.
Yeah, so iconic.
And definitely like more my age, but they seem to just be having a riot. They're best friends, and then Susanna has 2 boys, and Betty's like always been in love with this one boy, and then falls in love with the other brother. And now it's like the final season of like which brother is she going to choose?
I am totally watching this.
Honestly, I think
Tonight.
you'd really love it.
It's so good.
Yeah.
Just if you just want to forget like everything about your life and just get so sucked in.
Almost Nancy Myers-ish.
Yeah,
from the
yeah,
second-
it is. Yeah,
Very,
yeah.
It's kind of like
The kitchen is very Nancy Myers.
Yeah, more Dawson's Creek than OC, I would say.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dawson's Creek, of course. That's a better, yes.
Yeah.
Innocent, but just like
Sweet, simple times. Like just
Actually,
nice escapism.
I think there is definitely a trend towards that. A friend of mine actually directs movies, and she was saying the 90s rom-com is everybody wants, because it's not some like really dark sudden plot twist that freaks you out, makes you feel anxious.
No.
It's just
and
cute.
essentially like you know what's going to happen, but it's how they get there, and just like I'm smiling just thinking about how much I enjoyed the first one, so I just can't wait for season 3.
Billy, what you got?
I mean, I love Summertime Pretty, but I went to the cinema, which I feel like I just don't do enough, and I actually forget how much I love it when I go. And I went to see The Return, which is Ralph Fiennes and Juliette Binoche, basically portraying the last like few chapters of the Odyssey. So Odysseus has come back to Ithaca. He's entirely traumatized from his journey, and Penelope is being hounded by these suitors day and night. She's creating this loom, undoing it at night, is just trying to escape her reality, and he needs to come to terms with the fact that he has to basically like present himself after 20 years of being away. I mean, most people probably know the story, but there's my short notes.
I'm not sure.
I feel like at school it's kind of forced down you a bit, isn't it? But it is like an incredible performance from Ralph Fiennes and from Juliette Binoche. Like,
I mean, they're both like unbelievable.
unbelievable. It's a bit shot like a play, like it's quite intense. A lot of it where there's like no dialogue whatsoever, just like incredible cinematography, really beautiful scenery, great music. It's very like, let me take you away from reality for a couple of hours. And also Ralph Fiennes is just stacked in the film. Like, he's 62 years old and he's so hench. It's incredible.
Is he 62?
62, yeah. Portraying this, like, you know, this iconic hero. I did classics at uni, so I was, like, frothing watching all of it. And I'm just, like, stunned. But there's been so many articles that have come off the back of it. They're, like, not many about the actual film, which is worth going to see. But it's, like, Ralph Fiennes, how to get the bod at 62.
I always have this conversation, and I think when you are a famous actor and you are being paid to completely transform your body, whichever way, it is kind of your full-time job for at least 2 to 3 months prior, with a full team that are going to tell you exactly what to do. I remember, what's his name, Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman, and he used to have to get up in the middle of the night to eat like 6 egg whites at 2 a.m. and then 4 a.m. or whatever. And you do think it's not just a simple, easy thing. And if they were left to their own devices, there's no way. That would have been a really
totally.
It must be so fun for them that you could be like, right, okay, I get to entirely transform.
I think it would be sort of fun, but more fun to learn. Imagine if you have to become a ballerina.
Oh yeah,
like Mila Kunis did, or learn a really cool
whole new skill.
Yeah, like become the best archer.
Yeah,
I don't know. I'd be into that.
Yeah, definitely.
Guys, do you want to hear mine?
Yes.
It's not highbrow, but it is entertaining. MobLand, and neither of you are watching it.
No.
I can't believe. Tom Hardy is the lead, and as he does so well, he is the gangster, but he's got a good heart. He sort of helps the gangster family that are warring with the other gangster family. And
is it Guy Ritchie?
It's Guy Ritchie, and it's got Helen Mirren, who's married to Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah, I saw the trailer.
Questionable Irish accents, even though Pierce Brosnan is actually Irish. I'd love any Irish listeners to tell us their opinions. I did see a meme last night where an Irish person was saying Helen Mirren sounded more Jamaican, but she's such a good actress. So, but it's just really entertaining and the best of I love a good Guy Ritchie.
Yeah, same.
You're kind of on the edge of your seat, and he always makes you root for the bad guy.
Yeah, The Gentleman is one of my favourite films.
It's so good. So good. Yeah, similar, and the TV show The Gentleman was good too.
I really enjoyed the TV show.
I didn't like the TV show. I think I liked the film so much. I was just like, I don't understand why they both got the same title and they're kind of the same but different.
They were quite different. Yeah. You're right, but I highly recommend that just for a good old nail biter, and we just love Tom Hardy.
It's always someone good to fancy in a Guy Ritchie film, isn't there?
Yes.
I feel like you should tell your Tom Hardy story that we were talking about before we went on air.
Tom Hardy once told me off because let me just set the scene. I was carrying loads of bags back from the supermarket, and I had my phone on my ear, on my shoulder, so I wasn't really paying attention to how loud I was being, and I had an allergic reaction to my eye, and I was on the phone to my friend about how it was really bothering me, and I was swearing a lot, and didn't realize how loud I was being. And there was a guy walking in front of me with a child on his hip, and he really abruptly turned around and he went, "Please, can you stop swearing?" And I was like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry," totally mortified. And he lifted off these massive sunglasses and was ha ha ha, joking. And then just walked into his house. And I was like, did Tom Hardy just tell me off?
Also, he is this. Must get his script. It is literally just swear words.
He does. Yeah, king of profanities.
Except when he's on Sesame Street or CBeebies and reading stories for kids.
I haven't heard those.
Oh my God, it's so cute. I must have talked about it because it comes up in my Instagram thing all the time. Now it will again, but that's fine.
I'll see you tonight, Tom.
We're cracking on to fashion finds. This is a brand new segment, everybody. Calm down. It's a short one. But seeing as it's payday this week, what are you going to spend that cash on in the fashion world?
You go, Billie.
Okay. I really want some updated accessories to kind of, I feel with trans-seasonal dressing, I'm not quite ready to go full summer yet. So I'm let me source up the accessories. I really want a pair of silver trainers. I obviously want the Miu Miu ones, but they're a little bit spenny. So there's a million good options, but there's a great pair by Alohas, which I've seen, which are I feel would do really well with a dress and with jeans. There's a new Adidas Samba colorway that's got burgundy on.
Yeah, I love those ones.
Really, really nice. And then the other thing that
Wait, have you looked at the Onitsuka Tiger ones?
Yes.
They are so comfortable. No trainer compares.
They're literally
the
on my list.
Of Onitsuka Tiger. We've also got a roundup on site. I'm going to say next week. On silver trainers. So check it out.
They'd look really good with this outfit as
well. That was my thought process. Thank you. And the other thing I really want is a pair of metal frame sunglasses. And this is where I'm just going to splurge because I just want the Bottega ones with the sardine.
Oh yeah, they're so good.
Yeah. I feel they're just really chic and all last me forever.
Super chic.
They will.
I say that, I honestly wreck every pair of sunglasses.
But they are face jewelry because of that bit.
I feel you've just given me the sign of approval for both
of
those.
And also that's Lou saying, it's jewelry as well.
Exactly.
Right,
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So girl maths, free.
Yeah. 2 for 1.
Add to basket.
Lou, what have you got?
Mine is also my long list of shoes. I think I have nailed winter shoes. But now into spring, summer, I always find this transition quite hard. So I would love some white heels that are appropriate for the office. Not like strappy, because I just don't really like my feet. I don't like having my toes out. So something that's got a close toe. They're an amazing pair of TOTEME ones and a pair of COS ones from last spring. They were kind of like a wedge with a pointed toe and then a little bit of toe cleavage, like quite low. Kind of quite like 80s style. Really cool. Leather.
Nice.
So I'm on the hunt for something similar. Just that can kind of go with everything. The equivalent of basically a boot.
Do you have any boat shoes?
Yes.
I do.
Yeah, I've got some from Free People actually. And
I know the ones. They're really good.
They are so useful and so
light
comfy.
brown.
Light brown.
Yeah.
Although I have a real issue with the laces. Like that kind of thick leather. You know, it's almost like in a square. They just do not stay up. Like I need a hack. I'm sure you're meant to like rub oil on it or something.
But I think people just super glue them down, truly, because...
Really?
Yeah, because once they come undone, you can't ever get them back to how they were.
Oh my God, honestly, I spend the whole weekend doing my shoelaces.
Very Dawson's Creek.
Very.
I'm really loving this.
And then I'm like questioning over the jelly shoe trend and wonder what you guys think.
I just think if anyone can do it well, it's probably going to be you. So why don't you lead the way and show us how to do it?
Yeah, Ancient Greek have got a really good pair of red ones, which is sort of Roe inspired. But I think they'd be quite useful. I quite like a red shoe. They've got a really good pair of like the Roe inspired flip flops with the red jelly top and then just like normal black flip flop base, which I think is super cool. And then the kind of cage jelly. I'm tempted.
I always say no at first and then I come around to it, but I am still on the no. Just because I think there are loads of beautiful summer shoe trends that's from the boat shoe through to the sort of cute mule. I will always love a loafer, like a raffle loafer to the death.
Oh, sorry. So I've got another shoe as well. Speaking of that, these are like uber high wish list. These are from Prada and they're like a slip-on, almost like a slide, but mixed with a moccasin with like a leather tassel on the front.
I need to see this.
They are so good.
Oh,
They were like the Prada runway shoes, but they're like £900.
I was just going to say, I wonder if someone will be inspired by
Surely
them.
can girl maths away.
Yeah, we will try and work out. Yeah, I mean, to be fair, my belt did really good girl maths for me, so maybe we'll do the same. But yeah,
Cost per wear.
Cost per wear. Exactly.
Yeah.
Division.
Shoes.
Phase 8 has got this gorgeous 100% cotton, very, very, very pale, light blue, cropped jacket, slightly boxy, so sort of to replace your denim jacket, but I always get chilly.
Yeah.
And I'm always a bit cold, and
Yeah.
but I want to wear my nice dress.
Yeah.
So I feel like nailing that jacket, and I do wear lots of blazers, but I don't always want to have a more formal cut.
Yeah, yeah.
And so this is a very like weekendy, soft, slightly quilted. So that's a really nice jacket. It's on my list. And then Mint Velvet, another cute high street brand that I think they might have a new designer or very recently did. There's a khaki set wide leg trouser, a linen blend, and the top is sleeveless, sort of like waistcoat, but with little lace up bows down the front.
Cute.
And it's a lovely dark olive green.
Nice.
And that I think is very elegant.
Yeah.
Just think how you style it with your white shoes.
Yeah, so nice.
Maybe a slick back or a bit of a wedge.
Yeah, love that.
I like that.
Versatile.
Yes, and then actually I'm kind of going back to Longchamp, very 90s, you know, the original bag. There's like a mini one that has this sort of colour leather on canvas, and I'm so obsessed with 90s.
Have you seen the one with like the teeny tiny flowers on it and then it's got like a tie at the top? No. Oh my God, they're so sweet. It's sort of quite like Lof Lorandle-y. It's kind of giving that vibe, but yeah, they're really...
I love Loeffler. She has a very good Substack. All her sort of pics are on there, which is amazing. Quick one, do not forget to subscribe to the Vodcast. You won't miss it. It also helps other people find us, so you're doing us a big favour. Mustn't miss. Quick fire round.
So our Dublin Takeover went live last week and the team had the most amazing time out there. And I am now obsessed with Brown Thomas. Like the edit that they have there was wild. Like Phoebe Philo in the flesh in the store. Like when I was literally watching it like a kid in the candy store, like all the amazing clothes that they got to try on. And Dublin's just such a cool city, isn't it?
The content was gorgeous.
It was so...
I really feel like everyone was having the time of their life.
They had
there.
so much fun. I had real FOMO.
Also,
Too
I
much
really want
fun.
a spice bag.
Yeah. I didn't even eat chicken, but I wanted a spice bag.
What is it?
I think it's just chicken and chips. Charlotte was telling me it's chicken and chips in like Chinese sauce.
So it has to be, it's one specific thing. It's not just something spicy that you happen to get for
No,
takeaway.
no,
Okay,
it
fine.
No, it's like V-match beige food in a bag, but spiced.
I've worked once in Dublin. It was amazing. And really, they are the friendliest. Belfast too, actually. Such friendly people. Billie, did you want to do yours?
I'm just obsessed with Charlotte's edit of occasion wear dresses on the site because I do feel like Charlotte excels in the occasion wear arena. Every time she's at a wedding, I'm like, oh my God, need. So yes, if you are going to a wedding or a summer party or just want to look grand over the summer, check out the edit because it's really good.
She's very good. She's quite ruthless too, I feel like. If she's put it there, it's because it's the best. Hot topic. Anything celeb-y, newsy, gossipy. Shall I go first?
Yeah, you had a good one for
Okay.
this.
I have been watching a fantastic show called Friends and Neighbours with John Hamm. Again, highly recommend it. Amanda Peet is in it, and she's always been one of my favourite actresses. I feel like she did a lot of rom-coms.
Oh, the best. Something's Got to Give.
Yes,
Like one of my
Something's Gotta
favourite
Give.
films ever.
And Billy, what
A
was
Lot Like Love with Ashton Kutcher.
I don't think I've seen that.
No, guys, it's a hidden gem. It's really good.
I feel like actually our first like major bonding moment was over rom-coms.
It
So
was,
so I'm really sad that I haven't seen that, so I need to go and do my research.
Okay, we'll watch it. And then
Okay.
also, can we do a side note? Can we please do a screening of Summertime Pretty Together?
Yes. Oh my God, yes, please.
Amanda Peet is back on screen after a long time off it, and she is in early to mid 50s, and she clearly has not had any work done. She is absolutely beautiful. Her face moves. She has wrinkles.
Yeah.
This was on the same week that Anne Hathaway went to the Ralph Lauren show, and like people could not stop talking about what she may or may not have done, and people saying they can see a little scar by her ear. Does that mean she's had a facelift? Also, Kris Jenner.
Yeah.
Did you see her? I mean, she's taken about 20 years off her. Have you seen a picture of her?
No, not a recent one.
That's Kris Jenner last week.
Sorry, she looks like Kendall.
Yes, that's what everybody's saying.
That is quite incredible, isn't it?
There's no right or wrong. All power to you. Go for it.
whatever.
Anne Hathaway and Kris Jenner look amazing. But I think it's almost jarring and weird in an awful way that when you see a woman who hasn't had loads of work done and is her age, and that's what you look like at that age, and she's stunning, talking about Amanda Peet, but you're so used to
We've
seeing
been brainwashed by it.
people who have had loads of work done that you kind of, you're like, oh
you
gosh.
think that's the norm, isn't it? Like
Yes.
to
I
see no creases on anybody's face, no lines, no nothing, like almost no expression because
No.
it's been eradicated from them.
I remember thinking the same with Keira Knightley in Black Dove.
Oh
Yes, that's exactly the other
And
example.
I guess at first I was kind of like, something looks different, but like she looks so beautiful.
Yes.
I actually found it incredibly refreshing.
I agree.
To watch because, she is, one of the most beautiful women ever and has aged in a society where there's so much focus on your looks and your appearance and your well-being and anti-aging. Actually, when I was in Stockholm, I went with a brand called Mantle, and their ethos is not about saying anti-aging at all, and it shouldn't be about kind of highlighting that we must like anti-age our skin, and it's just about making your like skin the best version of itself rather than kind of what those keywords, and I guess making you feel like there's a problem with my skin, therefore I must fix it. And I think I don't know, I think the narrative around it is, I don't know.
Yes. It's a bit like, does makeup enhance what you've got, or are you trying to mask it?
Yeah.
It's completely
Yeah.
different. That's that.
I think it's so difficult one way or the other because women are shamed into feeling something,
Totally.
whatever it might be. Like I fully stand by like your face, your body, your choice, whatever you want to do that is entirely your prerogative. But it's like, are we told to like celebrate somebody when they haven't done anything because they're being natural? Are we told to congratulate somebody when they have done something because they look
more youthful?
Well, they look more youthful and they're more confident and more content in themselves having something done. Like there's no win. No. But like,
But I
it's
think
funny.
even in yourself, it makes you question what you want either, and
totally.
which way that you should see yourself. I've got a young daughter, and like I want her to like celebrate like her skin and what she looks like, and like not feel like you have to change. But then the media and all these other women that are then celebrated, like, oh my God, she's taken 10 years off her. Then we're made to think that we should also do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think particularly it's in the entertainment industry when you're on screen, but then that definitely filters into social media, which filters into everyone's life. And I think men are not escaping it either.
Yeah.
I think there's a pressure on guys too. This is not just on women.
Totally. There was a whole there's millions of these reels that exist of like plastic surgeons kind of putting a celebrity's face there and like, this is what they've done. And I think that was maybe louder after seeing Anne Hathaway. My algorithm was just serving me that. And then the next one it was serving me was Brad Pitt. And they were like, this is how his face has changed. And this is what the work that we are presuming he has had done based on our like knowledge of the industry. It's a conversation you can't escape, whichever route you look at it. And even my dad at the weekend was like, I can't remember, there was something on in the TV on the background. And he was like, God, her face looks so different, doesn't it? Like, do you think that she's had some Botox? And I was like, Dad, I think the assumption is like everybody's had something done. And like, maybe that's why it feels so jarring when you
Precisely.
see someone
Yeah.
who's like, oh God, that's just real.
Like nothing. Yeah.
But then like our response to that makes me feel a bit like gross, because I'm like, why should we have a judgment on it one way or another? But but like by proxy being human, I just think you do.
I do think it's super refreshing, and hopefully it will inspire more women to do it, because I think we need more kind of visibility that you can look beautiful both ways.
More of a balance.
Yeah, absolutely. We're answering your burning questions. My best friend is dating someone I really don't like.
Ooh.
Should I tell them how I feel or stay quiet? That's so tricky.
I think at the beginning, maybe stay a little bit quiet. Like, let them, I think you want them to come to their own conclusion, but kind of stay close.
I agree. As someone who did the opposite to that when I was younger, and I was like, don't like him. And then that was an awful thing to do, because that's not my relationship. And the only thing it did was push me further out of the circle. So lesson learnt. I mean, I was like 20, but it's not your call until it gets to a position where that person is inviting you into the conversation.
Yeah, I think unless they ask you.
Or the reason for not liking them is something really serious.
Yeah.
Where you perhaps have a moral obligation to
and they
step
don't know
in.
maybe something.
Yeah. But I think also you can change your opinion. Some people start off and you're like, ooh, and then they grow on you. And,
No, I'm obsessed with him. I love him. He's one of my best mates.
Oh, they're still going?
Yeah, we did a 180.
Oh, no way.
so nice.
Does he know?
Yeah. We had a big bust up. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, I have a crush on a close friend's ex. Is it ever okay to pursue it?
Ooh, again, I think like it depends like how severe the relationship was. If it was like, you know, they snogged when you're at school, I think that's fair game. But like if it's like serious, I don't think you can.
And how much of a crush? Like if you think, oh my God, I'm in love with this person, I just want to be with them. Or are you just like, cute? Because you will probably wreck a friendship. It's likely.
I would just avoid it, like kind of all costs. I get the like school thing, and I like lots of friendship groups can be quite incestuous in that way.
Yeah.
But I think, it just makes me feel funny.
My partner never posts about me on social media. Should I be worried?
Oh, no.
No, I think it's a good sign. I mean, it depends what your relationship with social media is, but actually the things that are really personal, like I don't put my kids on, that's something I hold very dear. So maybe it's
Yeah, and I think everyone also has a very different relationship with like what social media is to them and what platform it's for. Like for some people, it's just like, this is like a diary of my life, whatever, you put whatever out there. And then some people are just quite like niche with what they want to be, or some people are more private, so yeah, I wouldn't worry about that.
I'm embarrassed to go to the gym alone. How do I get over it?
Can relate though. It's like sometimes a really intimidating space. I would say just like baby step your way into it. Try and grab a friend. That's what I have done previously. Grab a friend just to go with, or like just tell yourself you're going to do 30 minutes, and that's better than the 0 minutes you would have done before. Just get in, have a light walk on the treadmill and leave. But just bed yourself into that environment like gently. Don't berate yourself for it.
Funnily enough, I had this chat the other day with someone because I used to live in LA, and in West Hollywood, where everyone is, Barbie and Ken, there's a very intimidating gym there that I went to once. And it was really intimidating. Like you saw people putting on like full faces of makeup before they went in. Remember that people are actually so obsessed with themselves.
Agreed.
They're not, they don't notice you.
Yeah.
So unless you're Tom Hardy, they're not looking. So
that's such a good point.
So like I think that about a lot of things, when you start worrying about other people, they're not even looking or thinking because they've got their earphones in, and if they're vain, they're looking at their own abs.
Yeah.
The only people I can ever remember in the gym are the ones that I fancied in that Tom Hardy. Like, wow, fit. And then that's pretty much it. I don't remember anybody else.
That's what it's for, isn't it? Well, we gave a few, but what is everybody wearing this spring?
I really got back into jeans, and I feel like it's been like 5 years, longer, maybe like 10 years since I've really enjoyed wearing jeans. And I just think right now there's just really good jeans. So I'm kind of trying to embrace my denim era.
Oh my God, I love that for you. Where are your favourite brands for jeans?
ASOS, actually, their Arrange collection is so good. And they've got these like barrel leg jeans that they do in regular
Oh my God,
range.
the barrel ones are amazing.
And curve.
Yeah.
And they've done them in black, in like a light wash denim. And they're so comfortable. And they make me feel really, really chic.
I was going to ask Barrel, yes?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay,
100%.
good. Because a very chic friend was like, no, they're done. So I was like, oh. but actually love them.
Yeah, I love them. I think a little bit longer though for this season. I think that feels a bit more modern for them.
Very much.
Yeah.
I would say I still love the scarf. I sort of wore it all, like as in the skinny scarf.
yeah.
I still really like them. And I
Yeah.
think I'm sort of switching to slightly lighter colours and lighter fabrics.
Yeah,
but
so
Yeah.
you know, if you don't know what to wear and you have a very simple outfit, literally shirt and jeans or jumper and jeans.
Yeah, that's all you
that
need.
little Charlotte was wearing on the other day.
Yeah.
Paisley. And you suddenly, there's something chic
Yeah, it just
going
adds a
on.
little something.
Yeah, love that.
A good co-ord as well. I think that's always a really good
Like Hodge, you
for
guys
spring.
can't see, but she's stripes head to toe.
Yeah, so gorgeous.
Collar popped.
And also I feel like a co-ord, like it's not just like there's beautiful knit co-ords and there's beautiful like poplin a la Hodge. Then, you know, you can get some like linen ones. So I think it's a really kind of whatever your style, you can find something that's just a kind of fail-safe, chic, head to toe, everything matches.
Easy.
Yeah.
And that's good for a work and then going out. Because I feel
Exactly.
like that is what the summer is for.
Yeah, Massimo's the best for that.
Oh, I love Massimo.
So good.
Guys, thank you. I've got so much to go and watch right now and to shop. That wraps up today's episode. Thank you so much. And thank you guys at home for joining us. We'll see you next week. Don't forget to subscribe and spread the word about the podcast. See you soon, guys.